We have learned how to define a method. We want to know now what happens when we call it. Let's take again the method that computes the square of a number. It's named square and takes one value and returns another value, the square of the number given. It is important to note that the method definition identifies two contexts, the inside and the outside. In the inside, we can use the parameters x or y or whatever, but not from the outside. From the outside, we just know the name of the method and the parameter and result types. How the method is computed is a matter of the inside contexts. We could even at some point change the body of the method. Here we see an alternative way of computing the square. And we would not notice from the outside, from the calling context. But now let's see what happens operationally when we call a method with a given value. We could analyze what happens when we call square of 3. But let's make it a bit more interesting. Let's try to evaluate the expression square of 3 plus square of 4. To get the result of the sum, we first have to evaluate the first operand, square of 3. And to this end, we turn to the method definition where x is now 3. This means that we have to substitute all x's by 3's. So we compute 3 times 3. The result is 9, and this is what the method call returns. 9 is now the value of the first operand of the sum. Next, we need to compute the value for square of 4. We turn again to the method definition, but now x equals 4. The 3 does not exist anymore. So we substitute all x's by 4's, and therefore we multiply 4 times 4. This method call now returns 16 to the calling expression. Now we have both operands and can add 9 and 16. But in all this computation, it is important to note that the two calls of the same method are completely independent. We have used x with two independent values. First 3 and then 4, and when we used 4, there was no 3. The 3 was completely erased. Each time we make a new call, the parameters are instantiated with the values of the call. Values we might have from previous calls are simply forgotten. Hey, operator, can you give me the number of a new person now? You don't know the person I asked you before, right? Oh yes, you didn't take the call the last time. Thank you.